Young Brandon Roy strides confidently toward the Portland Trail Blazers arena. A wave of cheers erupts as fans celebrate their star. A spotlight captures him in its beam, illuminating his path. Amidst the deafening roar, Brandon Roy releases the ball towards the hoop. The ball sails through the air, a perfect arc against the arena lights. The net ripples as the ball passes through, a swish of victory echoing in the arena. The crowd explodes in joy, a wave of elation washing over the arena. Confetti rains down, a shower of celebration amidst the electric energy. Harsh light fills the trainer's office as Roy sits, unaware, across from the team trainer. The trainer slides a medical report across the desk. Roy picks it up, his brow furrowing in confusion. Roy scans the page, his expression shifting from confusion to dawning horror. The devastating news washes over his face, a wave of shock and disbelief. His hands tremble slightly as he clutches the report. In the deserted arena, Brandon Roy sits alone on the bench, enveloped in darkness. He looks defeated, the empty stands amplifying his isolation. A flurry of news headlines explodes across newspapers, each screaming of Roy's injuries. TV screens flicker with images, amplifying the media frenzy and public concern. Under the cold city lights, Brandon Roy walks alone, shrouded in shadow, his posture heavy with unspoken pain. His face remains hidden, yet the weight of his solitude is palpable in every step. Each footstep echoes in the stillness of the night, marking his passage through an urban landscape that mirrors his inner desolation. Young Brandon Roy dribbles a basketball on the cracked asphalt, his small frame buzzing with energy. Sunlight warms the scene, casting long shadows that dance with his every move. His eyes reflect the boundless dreams of a kid from Seattle. In the silent room, the setting sun casts long shadows, a solemn tribute to dreams deferred and paths not taken. Brandon Roy's jersey lies folded, a silent testament to a legacy paused, not ended. The room is drenched in the melancholy of sunset, each ray a reminder of time's relentless passage. On a cracked asphalt court in Seattle, young Brandon dribbles a worn basketball, his movements echoing the dreams of the city. The sounds of laughter and the thud of basketballs fill the air as other kids play a pickup game. Brandon pauses, his eyes filled with longing as he watches the game, the energy of the court drawing him in. In the dimly lit room, Brandon hones his skill. Posters of NBA stars look on. His mother watches from the doorway, her face glowing with pride. "Keep practicing, Brandon. You'll get there." The crowd erupts as Brandon sinks the winning basket. Confetti rains down, reflecting the stadium lights. The scoreboard displays their team's victory. "Great job, Roy. You've got a bright future." Under the sterile hum of fluorescent lights, Brandon and his teammates gather, their faces illuminated by the laptop's glow. Game film flickers, painting their focused faces with shadows and light, as tactical diagrams fill the whiteboard behind them. The air vibrates with intense concentration and a simmering competitive spirit. Brandon sits with his family, his nervous energy palpable as they await the life-altering announcement. The room plunges into silence as the commissioner nears the podium, the air thick with anticipation. A moment of pure, unadulterated joy as Brandon's name echoes through the room. "I made it. I finally made it," Brandon exclaims, tears of joy flowing freely as he embraces his family. The Portland Trail Blazers locker room pulses with anticipation as Brandon steps inside. A sea of red and black welcomes him, their towering presence a mix of power and camaraderie. "Welcome to the team, Brandon. Glad to have you. Looking forward to seeing what you can do out there." Brandon responds with a mix of gratitude and eagerness. "Thanks. I'm excited to be here." The room echoes with friendly greetings, a symphony of support and encouragement. Brandon walks onto the basketball court, the roaring stadium lights shining down. The crowd erupts as Brandon's presence ignites the stadium with fervent anticipation. He inhales deeply, the weight of dreams and expectations settling upon his shoulders. Brandon explodes toward the basket, a blur of motion and determination. He defies gravity, soaring above the defender, ready to unleash a thunderous dunk. The arena erupts as the ball slams through the hoop, a moment of pure triumph. His teammates engulf him, a surge of joy and camaraderie filling the air. The arena explodes in thunderous applause as Brandon, overwhelmed with disbelief, finds himself the focal point at center court. With profound humility and heartfelt gratitude, Brandon accepts the All-Star Award, acknowledging the weight of the moment. Brandon's voice trembles with emotion as he declares, "I want to thank my family, coaches, and teammates for their unwavering support. I wouldn't be here without you. Brandon races down the basketball court, the ball becoming a mere extension of his will. With time slipping away, he rises, defying gravity as the ball begins its fateful arc. The net ripples as the ball passes through, the buzzer sounding a triumphant symphony. An ecstatic roar erupts from the stands, a wave of pure elation washing over the arena. Sunlight streams into the doctor's office, illuminating Brandon sitting, and he listens in stunned silence. The doctor gestures towards an X-ray, each word a hammer blow to Brandon's hope. Brandon stares at the X-ray, his face slowly draining of color. Brandon grits his teeth, pushing through the pain as he fights to reclaim what was taken. The pain etched on his face, his eyes burn with fierce determination. One agonizing movement at a time, he claws his way back from the brink. Brandon steps onto the basketball court, a shadow of his former self. He struggles to regain his agility, each movement a visible effort. The crowd watches with bated breath, their concern a palpable weight. In the Stark locker room, Brandon sits alone, engulfed in shadows, his head buried in his hands. The fluorescent lights cast a cold, unforgiving glow as he confronts the crushing realization his career could be over. Tears stream down Brandon's face, cutting paths through the grime, each drop a testament to shattered dreams. In the quiet of the Roy household, Brandon's nervous energy fills the living room as he gathers his family. A hush falls over the room as Brandon announces his retirement from basketball. He searches their faces, a mixture of surprise and concern reflecting back at him. His mother speaks with unwavering support. "We're proud of you no matter what." Brandon stands on the sidelines, observing the youthful energy on the basketball court where dreams once took flight. A nostalgic smile graces Brandon's face, the echoes of past aspirations resonating in the present moment. Brandon enters the classroom, invigorated by the scent of old wood and youthful energy. He stands before the team, his presence radiating knowledge and experience. He prepares to share his wisdom and ignite their passion for the game. He encourages them to pursue their dreams both on and off the court. Under the stadium's blazing lights, Brandon stands on the court, a solitary figure bathed in adulation. The Portland Trail Blazers honor Brandon, a tribute to years of unwavering dedication to the team and the city. A deafening roar erupts from the crowd, a sea of faces rising to their feet in thunderous applause. Brandon waves to the fans, a lump forming in his throat as he feels grateful for their unwavering support. The Roy family sits together, bathed in the soft glow of the television, a shared warmth enveloping them. On the screen, a young Brandon is soaring through the air, basketball in hand, a moment of glory relived. The family laughs, their voices blending in a symphony of joy as they remember the good old days. Under the warming sun, Brandon strides through the rugged mountain terrain, embracing the pure air. He pauses, the vast expanse of peaks and valleys stretching out before him. Amidst the mountain's tranquility, he reflects on his life, acknowledging challenges and victories. In the heart of the roaring arena, Brandon sits, captivated by the ballet of basketball. Young players move with grace, their skill a testament to dedication and passion. The squeak of sneakers and the rhythmic bounce of the ball create a symphony of pride. Brandon moves with gentle care, tucking his children into their beds. He opens a worn storybook, his voice softening as he begins to read. Brandon cherishes these quiet moments, realizing his family is everything. Under the radiant sun, Brandon stands tall on the basketball court, embodying the spirit of the game. His voice echoes with passion and wisdom, emphasizing the core values of teamwork and sportsmanship. The basketball bounces rhythmically, each dribble a lesson in discipline and dedication. Bathed in soft light, Brandon and his wife sit together, champagne flutes in hand, their shared history displayed in the open photo album before them. A tender smile graces Brandon's lips as he looks at his wife, his heart full of love. Her eyes sparkle with affection as she returns Brandon's loving gaze, their connection unwavering. Brandon and his family gather on the beach, ready to embrace the warmth of the sun. With skilled hands, they create sandcastles, each grain a testament to their shared joy. Their laughter echoes across the beach as they joyfully splash in the ocean, their bodies gleaming under the sun. Bathed in the soft light of his living room, Brandon answers his phone, unaware of the life-altering news awaiting him. His eyes widen, a slow, disbelieving smile creeps across his face as the incredible news sinks in. Overwhelmed by emotion, Brandon clutches the phone, knuckles white, as a wave of gratitude washes over him. At the Basketball Hall of Fame, Brandon stands under a spotlight, ready to deliver his induction speech. A sea of faces, family, coaches, teammates, fans watches him with anticipation. I thank my family, coaches, teammates, and fans for their unwavering support throughout my career. His gaze sweeps across the room, capturing every detail, every memory. He shares his lessons, values, and dreams, inspiring all who listen. Brandon stands, watching his son play basketball. A surge of pride washes over Brandon as he watches his son. Brandon realizes his legacy will live on through his children. In the quiet of the evening, Brandon sits by the fireplace, the soft glow illuminating the pages of his book. He reflects on the winding path of his life, a sense of contentment settling over him. The crackling fire fills the room with a peaceful quiet, a symphony of warmth and reflection. The city lights glitter, a distant tapestry of hope. Brandon's face softens, reflecting a quiet gratitude for the chances life has offered. The crowd erupts in deafening applause as a banner bearing Brandon Roy's name ascends to the heights of the arena. Young children play basketball on the court, their dreams echoing Brandon's legacy. Each bounce of the ball carries the hope of becoming the next Brandon Roy. In the dim glow of the television, Brandon sits alone, his silhouette framed by the flickering screen as his past unfolds before him. The screen casts shadows that dance across his face, each flicker a memory resurfacing, each scene stirring a mix of pride, regret, and longing. He remains still, lost in the narrative of his life, each moment replayed before him, a tapestry of triumphs and tribulations woven into the fabric of his being. Brandon stands on the mountain summit, his gaze sweeping over the world below. A wave of accomplishment washes over him, blending with profound gratitude. Bathed in the spotlight, Brandon sits poised before the camera, the silent arena amplifying his every word. The biggest piece of advice I can give any young player is to love the game. Truly love it, Brandon declares, his voice echoing through the empty stands. It's not always about the wins and losses. It's about the growth, the challenges, the camaraderie, Brandon reflects, his gaze drifting as he recalls past battles. And never stop learning, Brandon advises, his eyes locking back onto the camera, imparting wisdom gained from years on the court. Brandon strolls leisurely through the park, immersed in the serenity of nature. He pauses, a profound sense of peace washing over him as he absorbs the tranquil atmosphere. In the heart of their home, Brandon and his wife dance freely, their figures silhouetted against the soft, embracing light. Their laughter fills the air, an audible embrace that speaks of shared joy and deep connection. Their love radiates throughout the house, a silent symphony of devotion and mutual happiness. Brandon and his family gather on the shore as the setting sun ignites the sky with orange and purple. They stand hand in hand, a silent promise of love and gratitude exchanged with each heartbeat. The waves crash gently, their rhythm a soothing balm on the soul. In the quiet of the night, Brandon carefully tucks his grandchildren into bed, his touch gentle and loving. The bedside lamp casts a soft glow as Brandon opens a worn book, ready to share a story. His voice fills the room, each word a soothing balm, as he begins to read to his beloved grandchildren. Brandon watches his grandchildren play basketball on the sunlit court. A wave of pride washes over Brandon as he watches the children. Brandon's heart swells with hope for their future. Brandon sits by the fireplace, the shadows dancing on his aged face. His family surrounds him, their faces a mixture of love and concern. A peaceful stillness settles over Brandon as he reflects on his life and career. The cityscape sparkles with 1,000 lights as I stand silhouetted against the night, overwhelmed by gratitude. In the heart of the arena, a young player stands, wearing Brandon Roy's jersey number. The arena throbs with anticipation, the echo of sneakers cutting through the vast space. On the sun-drenched basketball court, young kids dribble and pass, their laughter echoing through the air. Each bounce of the ball fuels dreams of becoming the next Brandon Roy. They play basketball on the court. Bathed in the soft glow of the television, Brandon sits among his family, their faces alight with shared joy. On the screen, a younger Brandon defies gravity, his basketball arcing towards the hoop, a testament to past triumphs. Each basket echoes through the room, a symphony of shared memories and jubilant laughter, binding them closer together. Brandon hikes through the rugged mountain terrain, taking in the breathtaking view. The sun warms his face, filling him with a sense of peace and quiet. He pauses, reflecting on his life and career choices. The basketball arena glows under bright lights, the empty court now a stage for Brandon's story. He adjusts his tie, a gesture of readiness as he prepares to share his journey. Brandon is interviewed on television about his career and his advice for young players. Brandon wanders through the park, enveloped by nature's tranquility. In the softly lit living room, Brandon and his wife move gently to the music. Their laughter fills the air. Locked in a loving gaze, they spin and twirl, lost in their own world. Their movements create a silent dance of love and happiness. Brandon and his family gather on the beach, united by the awe-inspiring spectacle of the sunset. The sky erupts in a symphony of colors, painting the ocean with strokes of fire and gold. Hand in hand, a profound sense of love and gratitude binds Brandon and his family together. Brandon gently tucks his grandchildren into bed, his wrinkled hands smoothing the soft blankets. He holds a worn storybook open, the pages filled with colorful illustrations. The quiet hum of contentment fills the room. Brandon watches his grandchildren play basketball, a gentle smile lighting his face. Hopeful warmth floods his chest as he envisions their bright futures. Brandon sits silently in a leather armchair, the firelight casting shadows across his face. His family surrounds him, their faces etched with worry and affection. Brandon reflects on his life, the echoes of triumphs and failures resounding within him. The burden of his career weighs heavily on Brandon. The city lights twinkle, mirroring a quiet sense of gratitude. Under the bright lights of the basketball arena, a young player stands on the polished court, determination etched on his face. He wears Brandon Roy's jersey number, a silent tribute to the basketball legend. The echoes of sneakers squeaking and a bouncing ball fill the otherwise empty arena. Under the radiant sun, youthful figures glide across the basketball court, their every move echoing the dreams of greatness. Each bounce of the ball and swish of the net pulses with a vibrant energy, capturing the spirit of future legends in the making. In the cozy Roy household, the television's light bathes the family in a nostalgic glow. Every basket, assist, and defensive play ignites cheers and gasps, turning the room into a vibrant arena of celebration. Brandon watches his younger self soar across the screen, each play a vivid reminder of past glories. Amidst the rugged mountain landscape, Brandon journeys onward, the sun relentlessly beating down. He presses forward, each step a testament to his resolve. Lost in contemplation, he moves toward the horizon. Under the intense television lights, Brandon remains composed, oblivious to the roaring crowd. With a practiced hand, he adjusts his tie, preparing to share his insights. He leans forward, ready to speak into the microphone. Brandon walks through the park, enveloped by the stillness of nature. In the quiet of their home, Brandon and his wife sway gently, lost in a dance of love and companionship. The soft music fills the room, each note a tender echo of their shared history. Warm firelight dances on the walls, painting their intimate moment with shadows of affection. Brandon and his family stand together on the beach, their silhouettes stark against the sunset's vivid colors. The sunset paints the sky with orange, pink, and gold as the gentle breeze whispers. A sense of peace washes over them as they witness the final moments of the day. Brandon softly adjusts the covers around his grandchildren, a gentle smile gracing his face. Brandon watches his grandchildren play basketball. Brandon sits by the fireplace, the warm light casting a comforting glow on his face. His family surrounds him, their faces radiant in the firelight's embrace. The fire dances, weaving a tale of warmth and unity among the Roys. Gazing over the sprawling city skyline, a profound sense of gratitude washes over me. In the echoing expanse of the arena, a lone figure stands on the polished court, the squeak of his sneakers the only sound. He wears a Brandon Roy jersey, the number 7, a bold tribute to his hero. The fabric hangs loose, a symbol of the legend he aspires to embody. Overhead, the lights glint off the retired jersey, a silent echo of a celebrated past.